lot of characters on the internet that do dumb things. We covered a lot of them on this channel. You got Paul Breach. You got Aiden Ross. You got Mr. Beast. Okay, he doesn't necessarily do dumb things, but he is the Antichrist. One thing that a lot of the people that come from TikTok do in common is just be really cringe, and also they happen to be creepy as well. You guys have seen the cringe pages posting a lot of the people that we've made videos about in the past. In my videos in which I talk about cringe on my second channel, I have a second channel, by the way, where I post every single day. It's such good content. You should check it out. In my cringe videos, I try not to bully too much. I try to just be really accepting. I say, that's not even cringe, when usually it is. And usually I want to just go, and just yell at it and right click until it says report and get rid of it. And then never look at it ever again, uninstall Instagram, move into the woods and live a happy, healthy life with my dogs and my friends. Anyways, it's beside the point. A lot of these people that are extremely cringe turn out to actually be very cringe eventually. Take Dylan Zippy, for example, the topic of this video. He's a funny little fella. He's been cringe for a long time, seems like. And there are multiple occasions in which I have seen his videos and I try not to be too mean because I don't know anything about him. He just looks like an average weird guy and he just dances around on TikTok and it's cringe and he loves himself and he's a narcissist. But I don't want to be just overtly mean. Turns out I can be because he's a creep. Very strange. Why do these people exist? Why are they so common? Is it because people have too much power now on the internet? Influencers? Is it an influencer problem? I think it might be. So this guy reminds me a lot of Paul Breach, actually, in the just blatant, weird narcissism, the bizarre postings on TikTok, and then the, you know, interesting decision to speak with people that are underage. It's kind of strange to want to do that actively. You could just say, hey, how old are you? And then just stop at that moment. But, you know, so let's do a bit of an introduction here. Let's go back a little bit. Get the story. Why do we care about Dylan Zippy? I'm going to tell you. Dylan at face value looks like a regular fellow, regular average blonde guy type activities. He's got his cool hat and stuff, and he makes cringe content on TikTok. He's some sort of slug human hybrid. I'm not exactly sure. That's what we're dealing with today. He lives in Los Angeles, California because he thinks of himself very highly, I assume. I don't really know. I just like to think that people who live in La La Land are mentally ill or whatever. I don't really know. I live in Texas and I don't care about anything but money. I'm just kidding. Power as well. This man believes that he's in his prime, but he probably peaked at some point in 4th or 5th grade, similar to Paul. But the timelines are a little bit different. Dylan is 20, Paul is 50, and but they're both interested in the same age range of people when they peaked, which is in like freshman in high school. Super strange. Dylan also seems to prioritize quantity over quality with his content. He records 5 to 10 videos in a day. Some of them are interesting, in all honesty, like these weird panoramic things. It's kind of artistic and nice, and then he just dry humps his camera and cracks his knuckles and yawns and says, another good day at work. That's kind of who Dylan is. Now, why do we care about it? Well, he's a creep, and that's what we like to talk about. And I like to be able to use them as punching bags for my skills of making fun of people. In 2021, when Dylan was 18 years old, he got caught texting a young person. Very interesting, very cool. Apparently the story goes as Dylan talking to this person on Snapchat, they kind of hit it off, and then the conversation escalated into more and more messed up things, as tends to happen on Snapchat. It seems like all problems of people communicating, powerful people communicating with peons, it just ends up poorly, and it always starts on Snapchat. Too much anonymity, it's weird. And as you can imagine, Dylan eventually asked for pictures of this person in their birthday suit, and asked them to do strange, bizarre things on camera. You guys know what I'm saying? I gotta be really careful. YouTube's been mad at me. Here's an example of one of his Snapchats. Hopefully it could fit in. What does that mean, Dylan? What does that mean? Nice lights, by the way, you clout goblin. All right, so can I see your ass? Anyways, can I see your ass? Dude was just texting a woman on Snapchat, didn't even know her really, and didn't even know how old she was, didn't think to ask. Very interesting. He quickly learned that it was not good. It turns out while he was making TikToks and texting her, she was learning geography in 8th grade. It's very unfortunate for poor Dylan, and hilariously predictable because he's in the cringe comps, and a lot of people that are in the cringe comps are really weird. There's a reason they're cringe, but this isn't even the worst part because it escalated eventually over time, as you can imagine. And let's just say that a mushroom growing in a cornfield was sent to this person on Snap. A mushroom growing in a cornfield. He has never been sponsored by Manscaped or use code Oompa like I do. I'm sponsored by Manscaped. I'm very well maintained, as you guys can tell. I'm a very handsome guy. I accept that. I accept that I'm incredibly handsome. I've recently been told that I was incredibly handsome, and I'm starting to believe it. I hope he didn't hurt the person that he was talking to originally, but it's all come out now, and it's everyone knows about it, and everyone's just making fun of him. His content didn't do that well for a long time, but he's come back somehow. This was in 2021, like I told you. When you do such a terrible thing as you did on Snapchat, you can't just undo that. You can't undo your passion for thirst traps. Dylan has been getting drugged ever since. He's been getting annihilated, bullied. It's pretty funny, to be honest, and I can't believe that I didn't know this beforehand. I wouldn't have been so nice to him. There's literally clips of me being like, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. And then he's not. People are now referring to Dylan as the creep who got away with it because he's still just doing the same thing he was doing then. For a short time, he just did rooftop panoramas. Now he posts so much, still the same thirst traps, and nobody seems to care. Well, they do. The comments are incredible, but it still does very well. His videos still do extremely well, and it's people just trolling him, and he doesn't seem to care. I think that's a crime, though, right? Is he the man who got away with it? In all honesty as well, I just don't understand why it's so hard to not talk to a minor in a romantic way. I can understand speaking to people and then not knowing their age. If there's some kind of ambiguous features of their profile, you're not actually speaking to someone in person. You just ask their age, and then if it's not legal, then don't do it. What the fuck is so wrong with you guys? Not you guys specifically, but TikTokers. It seems like it's getting more and more difficult to just follow the law. Just ask the age before you pull your pants down, dude. That's what you need to do. That's what I've been doing. I don't pull my pants down. I'm a snail. Obviously, through all of this, Dylan has widely been criticized for his terrible behavior, and when he hit 40,000 followers, he uploaded a milestone video, but he had a bit of a unique twist on it. A unique twist. It was his apology video that he uploaded. Guys, I'm sorry.
Thank you guys again for 40K followers. It means a lot to me, but this is not why I'm here. I need to talk to you guys for a bit. This is my apology video. So for anyone out there, I just want to say I'm sorry.
His eye hurts or something, it seems like.
I did not mean to be creepy in any way. I just wanted to be a nice person and to sing for her. And I did not know that she was 14. She didn't tell me her age. So it was wrong of me to do that. So I just want to say I'm sorry. And hopefully you guys can appreciate it and accept my apology.
Weird apology, to be honest. I've seen a lot of apology videos. I'm sort of an expert on them. Not that good of an apology video. There's no intro. There's no middle. There's no climax. There's no point to this, really.
I'm sorry I was singing with him. I'm sorry I was singing with a 14-year-old girl. She just got out of 8th grade geography, and then I Snapchatted her, and then I also duetted her on TikTok because that's what she wanted. You can't bash my fans, man. These are my fans, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to be creepy. I was just being nice, so I'm sorry to anyone out there.
Okay. I can't tell if he's like trying to cry or what's going on with his right eye. It's just closed. It's weird. Also, not a good idea to just thank your audience for a milestone before you begin your apology video. Very stupid. Not that smart of an idea. L. Dylan, that's an L. That's an L. If you need me to tell you, that's an L, buddy. That's an L.
Anyone out there, I'm sorry.
Or sorry he got caught for fucking sending wiener pics. Allegedly. There's no way to 100% prove that it's real. It's all alleged, but come on. It's real at the same time, but also it's alleged for sure. He's a forward guy, at least. I mean, from those snaps. His private life, he just kind of lets people know what he wants, which is good. He's sort of like EDP in a way. He's just trying to be nice and just wanted something that no one understands. It's the classic run-of-the-mill.
I'm sorry I got caught for being a creepy mogul guy pig.
Dude, shut up, dude. He just wanted to sing for her, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you? Back off, man. He didn't know she was 13, dude. She didn't know he was 13. She just wanted to sing. I want to hear the singing.
Before you go.
Oh, it's so bad. I want to hear him cover Green, Green Grass Blue sky. So also he says she was 14, and I don't even know if this is the same girl that he was singing to, the person on Snapchat. It's just so strange, man. Who cares at the end of the day? It's just creepy. Stay away from him. Be wary. He's a freak. Don't add him on Snap. Don't idolize him, which I don't think I would have to worry about that anyways, but check this out.
You light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed.
True. That's funny. Also, I just now realized the only time I've ever heard his voice in any of his snaps is his apology video.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm really sorry. I didn't know her age.
You should probably ask their age first before you talk to someone, really, before it gets in any way serious, you know, to be honest. Dude rolls with the punches, though, and I believe that he has effectively in some form or another gotten away with it, just like Paul. They both have gotten away with this. EDP didn't get away with this. Paul got away with this. He's on TikTok still. He's still posting a lot. No consequences to any actions. So bizarre. So bizarre. He apologized back at 40K. Now he's 10x that. He's got almost 500,000 and he still posts daily so many times a day. So many times a day. He dabbles in cringe still. He does he films the cityscapes. The dude is a creepy boy. The comment section, I assume he is not brave enough to open because the people they won't let it go. They won't let this go, which is good. That's what the people need to do. Don't let it go. Freedom of speech is very important. Trying to see if I have Riz. Yes, sir. Okay, that was cringe. I get this whole bullying thing now. Dude just gives off extremely strong narcissism vibes to me, just like Paul. The whole self-obsessed nature with people's content makes me very uncomfortable. One of my favorite things to do with myself is speak down to myself and belittle the things that I start. There's a little festering of ego inside me, and I belittle it until it no longer exists. And whenever I see someone who doesn't do that, someone who is truly a narcissist, it makes me just sort of uncomfortable in a way. And not to say that I'm perfect, obviously. I'm a fucking idiot. But there's just a thing that you can see in certain people on the internet, on social media, and Dylan has that thing, and it just makes me very, very, I don't want to say the ick. I don't want to say it gives me the ick because that's some bullshit, but it gives me the ick. Dylan gives me the ick. Paul they give me the ick. They're like socioeconomic freaks. They're not. I was gonna say sociopaths, but I don't want to seem too much like that guy who his cat. So Shane Dawson, that's his name. This MF is the coolest shit since Dry Ice, and I believe he's gotten away with this, to be honest. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. He's a bit of a snake charmer too. Yo, DZ. Jesus. Yo, DZ, go Riz her up. So anyways, yeah, he's a freak. This guy's a bit of a freak. He's the coolest thing since Dry Ice, baby. And he's got the Riz flowing through him, let's be honest. He's like a snake charmer, but for women. The bottom line of this is there's been no repercussions, and he's still active, guys. And I just want to know what more needs to be done before this kind of stuff just stops happening. How do we stop this? Do we start picketing? Do we throw a writer's strike? Is TikTok too big to care? Is the social media too big to care? Are people just too stupid to care? This is kind of a fire pick of Dylan. I thought it was kind of fire, to be honest. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry.